Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on the future of Salesforce consulting.
Yeah, looking ahead to, say, 2025 and even further out.
Exactly. And we're basing this discussion on some great insights from Raksha Sanganee, specifically her Salesforce Consultant Series 2025.
Raksha's got some serious credentials here. She's a Salesforce solution consultant at Fluido, right?
Right, and her background is, well, it's really
Yeah.
quite something. We're talking 14 Salesforce certs.
Wow, 14. And all Ranger status 15 times over on Trailhead. That's dedication.
It really is. Plus, she's got 8 Capado certifications, Scrum Master creds,
PSM1 and PSPO1, yeah. And a ton of GearSet DevOps certs, too, I saw.
37 GearSet DevOps Launchpad certifications, and this is all built on a foundation in IT management and service delivery. She really understands the whole picture.
Absolutely. So she's perfectly placed to talk about this evolution.
Totally. So our mission today really is to pull out the key trends, the actionable stuff from Raksha's series for you, the listener.
Yeah, what do you need to know to stay ahead of the curve in Salesforce consulting?
Let's jump right in. Where does Raksha see things heading first? What's a major trend?
Okay, so one of the really big ones she highlights is AI-orchestrated workflows.
AI, right? That seems to be everywhere.
It is, and she's talking about how AI is getting baked deeper into Salesforce itself.
So like Einstein AI, maybe those GPT-powered automations we're starting to see, even the no-code AI tools.
Exactly, that's the mix. And the core message for consultants is, well, it's about potential.
Potential for what, specifically?
A potential to really automate workflows, predict what customers might do next, make smarter decisions overall. It's pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, so for consultants, it's about getting skilled up in these AI tools.
Definitely. Proficiency is key. You need to be able to use these tools to show measurable value. Think automation, think predictive insights.
Can you give an example? Like, how would that look?
Sure. Imagine using, say, Einstein Discovery to pinpoint customers who might be about to leave. You give that intel to the sales team.
And they can step in, maybe save the account.
Exactly. That's tangible value. That's what being AI proficient lets you deliver. Real quantifiable improvements through AI.
Makes sense. If you can show those results, you're golden. Okay, what's another key trend Raksha flags?
The next big one is real-time data monetization. This ties in heavily with Salesforce Data Cloud.
Real-time data. So moving beyond just looking at last week's report.
Precisely. It's about processing data the moment it comes in and getting insights you can act on now.
Which means faster, more informed decisions for businesses.
You got it. And for consultants, understanding how to harness that real-time data, how to, monetize it. That makes you a strategic partner, not just a tech implementer.
How does Data Cloud enable that?
Well, think of Data Cloud as like a central hub for all the company's data. It connects everything, breaks down those silos.
Because different systems can actually talk to each other in real time.
Which means consultants can build solutions that react instantly, maybe to a customer clicking something on the website or abandoning a cart.
Ah, okay. So you could trigger an immediate offer, for example.
Exactly. Imagine a retailer analyzing cart data on the fly. Someone hesitates. Boom, a personalized discount pops up. That can seriously lift sales.
So guiding clients on how to use Data Cloud for those kinds of instant insights is where the value lies for consultants.
It's the huge part of it, yes.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Raksha also talks about the no-code, low-code revolution, right?
Oh, absolutely. Huge emphasis on platforms like Salesforce Flow, the Salesforce platform itself, basically enabling people to build powerful apps and automations without needing deep coding skills.
Right, democratizing development in a way. What's the implication for consultants then? Does it make them less necessary?
Not necessarily less necessary, but it shifts the focus. Consultants can become more agile, maybe focus more on the strategic side, the architecture.
Less time on the nitty-gritty coding, maybe?
Sometimes, yeah. Or using these tools to prototype really fast, especially when speed to market is everything for the client.
So it's about faster solution delivery.
Right.
Getting value quicker.
Exactly. If you're skilled with Flow, you can often build and iterate much faster than with traditional code, delivering that value sooner.
Makes sense. What about industry specialization? Raksha mentions that too.
Yes, the industry clouds, things like financial services cloud, health cloud, manufacturing cloud.
Tailored solutions for specific sectors.
Right, and the demand for consultants who know those specific industries inside and out is growing. A generic approach just doesn't cut it anymore for many businesses.
Why the shift? Why is that deep specialization becoming so critical?
Because industries have unique processes, regulations, challenges. Yeah. Businesses want solutions and advisors who get their world.
So specializing allows consultants to offer much deeper, more relevant advice.
Precisely. You move from being a generalist to a trusted advisor within that specific vertical. It's a powerful position to be in.
Okay, so we've covered some big trends: AI, real-time data, low-code, industry focus. Based on this, what's Raksha's advice for consultants who want to stay competitive, who want to thrive in 2025?
Well, number one is pretty clear. Develop AI-first strategies.
AI first, meaning?
Meaning AI shouldn't be an afterthought. It needs to be central to how you think about designing solutions. Get hands-on with Einstein, explore those GPT tools.
So really embrace it practically, not just talk about it.
Exactly. Deliver solutions that use AI to get those tangible business results we talked about.
Got it. What else?
Pursue specialization. We touched on industry clouds, but it could also be specializing in a technology.
Like becoming the go-to expert for Data Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Salesforce DevOps.
Yes, exactly. Those kinds of things. Niching down really helps you stand out. It differentiates you in what can be a pretty crowded market.
Okay, specialization is key. What follows that?
Certifications. Raksha really emphasizes their continued importance.
Still crucial even with all the other changes.
Absolutely. They're proof of expertise, they build client confidence, and she specifically flags certs in AI, data cloud, those industry clouds, and DevOps as areas to focus on for the future.
Her own track record, those 14 Salesforce certs, kind of underlines that point.
It certainly does. It shows a real commitment.
What other recommendations does she have?
Continuous learning. This ecosystem moves so fast, you just have to keep learning.
How? What's the best way?
She suggests things like Salesforce events, Trailhead X is a big one, webinars, getting active in online communities, like the Salesforce consultant and contractors community group she mentioned.
So, constantly absorbing new info, staying plugged in.
It's non-negotiable, really. You have to commit to it.
And finally,
collaboration. Connect with your network.
The Salesforce community aspect.
Yeah, engage with peers, share what you know, learn from others, maybe even team up on projects. Raksha herself founded some WhatsApp groups like Salesforce at WP to foster this. The ecosystem is very community-driven.
So building and nurturing those connections is vital.
Incredibly vital. Your network is a huge asset for knowledge, support, finding opportunities, all of it.
Wow. Okay, this has been a really fantastic deep dive into Raksha Sanganee's view on Salesforce Consulting's future.
Yeah, we've covered a lot. AI's growing role, the push for real-time data, low-code speeding things up, and that drive towards specialization.
And crucially, how consultants can navigate this. Thinking AI first, specializing, getting certified in key areas, always learning.
And leaning on the community. It's definitely a dynamic field, but also one with a ton of opportunity for people who adapt.
It really does feel that way. The future looks exciting, if challenging. So for you listening, maybe the final thought is this.
Which of these trends, these specializations, really sparks your interest? Where do you see yourself fitting in?
And maybe what's one small step you could take, maybe even today, to start exploring that path further? Something to think about as you navigate the future of Salesforce. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.